Hello, and welcome to 12-Minute Meditation, a weekly podcast from Mindful and Mindful.org that offers mindfulness meditations backed by neuroscience. If you've been practicing, you know that 12 minutes of meditation a day can yield benefits like increased attention, focus, creativity, calm, resilience, and compassion. The latest scientific research supports this knowledge. So, on this podcast, we invite you to do your 12-minute practice with guided meditations from today's leading mindfulness experts. There's a new practice each week and a new way to experience some of those benefits day to day. I'm Chelsea Arsenal, Director of Advertising at Mindful and Mindful.org, and today Jay Vidyarthi leads us through a practice that helps release racing thoughts and immerse us in the present moment. In a world where self-care feels like an added task, Jay offers a new approach. Rather than pushing for change, this practice encourages you to simply be. The aim is not to do, but to exist, letting things be as they are. Jay Vidyarthi is a mindfulness teacher with over 10 years of personal meditation practice and has led workplace mindfulness training for large organizations. You can subscribe to 12-Minute Meditation while you're on mindful.org or wherever you find your favorite podcast. And if you're moved to leave us a review, we'd be grateful. And so will other listeners. See, your review helps them decide whether 12-Minute Meditation is for them. But for now, for you, here's Jay Vidyarthi.
You can start by finding a comfortable position, whatever feels comfortable for you. I like to think of myself as kind of embodying my intention for the practice in the way I hold my body. So, if you think about that word embodying, to like put something within the body. So to take that intention, so in this practice, I intend to do nothing but to do it with a sense of presence and awareness. And so there's a sense of alertness, but also a sense of relaxation. So I'm going to stretch my body up, sort of reach the top of my head to the sky, align my spine, and then kind of relax into position. Maybe I'll take a breath or two to just let go of whatever came before this practice, whatever might be coming after. And if you tend to prefer closing your eyes, you can do that. If you want to keep them open, I recommend you find a spot to focus your gaze. It can help keep us focused. Before we dive in, let's just take a moment to be here as we are. Whenever you're ready, letting go of any kind of intention to do anything or to change anything about what you're experiencing in this moment. Drop the resistance and let it happen. If you find yourself naturally gravitating to some other practice you do, maybe you notice yourself paying attention to the breath or sounds or saying an affirmation, just let that happen. Let that be a part of your natural state in this moment. There's no need to change anything about that. And you may also notice yourself uncomfortable. Maybe you're tired or drowsy. Maybe you're getting bored already. It happens. Maybe you're noticing yourself caught up in a lot of thought, a lot of racing thoughts about all the challenges we're facing. Whatever it is you're noticing, in this particular practice, we're accepting that as okay. For the next little while, whatever you're experiencing is okay. There's no need to fight any of it. Just let it happen in a radical act of self-acceptance. Maybe you're noticing some external experience that you might be resisting. Maybe the neighbors are banging on the wall, or you're trying to meditate here and you told your roommate, you told your spouse that you're going to meditate, and they're speaking very loudly in the other room or whatever it might be. Embrace that as part of the meditation and just accept it as part of your experience in this moment. Whatever you're experiencing right now is exactly what it's like to be you in this moment. And all we're doing here is dropping the fight, dropping the resistance, and accepting that completely, just to see what happens. Bring a sense of curiosity here. What happens when you fully do nothing and let things be as they are? Often when we're trying to take a break, that sort of phrase, that idea of taking a break, can often be pretty effortful. We can find ourselves trying really hard to relax, or trying really hard to stop thinking, or trying really hard to enjoy some sort of distraction. But is that really a break? In this practice, we are not trying to do anything. Maybe you are thinking. What happens when you just let that happen? Maybe you're not enjoying this meditation. What happens when you just let that happen? Maybe you find yourself confused. Just let it happen. Sometimes our self-care routine, whether it's exercise or mindfulness or whatever it might be, just becomes this other new entry on our task list, another thing we're trying to check off in our already overwhelmed lives. And so no matter what you're facing when it comes to mindfulness, that can be a very useful framing, but sometimes it can take over. And you can lose track of this idea of just being present without striving to change something about who you are or to change something about your experience in this moment. So let's take this last minute or two to refresh our intention, start again, and spend this time truly just being here without any attempt to change anything about what we're experiencing. For this next minute, everything you're experiencing is okay exactly the way it is. Okay, well done. Let's just take this last moment to let go of the practice. Transition at your own pace. There's no rush whatsoever, and see if you can carry whatever sense you discovered, whatever insight you discovered in this 10-minute practice. See if you can carry that forward to whatever's coming next in your day. A sense of that balancing the tightrope between striving and efforting to be better, to do better, to help yourself, to help others, to take care of yourself, to get that task done, with the sense of just being okay with the way things are. Especially in challenging situations, this can be a very difficult line to walk. I encourage you to try these sort of practices to balance some of the more goal-directed practices, the more focused attention of practices that you might be doing as part of your routine. I recently became a new dad about 1.5 years ago, and that's when my practice really shifted to prioritize practices where you fully let go, because my life was so busy. So if you're in a position right now, especially in light of the pandemic that we're facing while I'm recording this, if you're in a position where you are overwhelmed, there might be economic struggles, there might be health struggles, there might be the cabin fever of being in quarantine or whatever it might be, I encourage you to consider inviting a sense of nothingness, a sense of lacking intention into your practice, into your routine, to see if that helps give you the true break that you need and helps you balance your approach. So thank you so much. Again, my name is Jay Vidyarthi. Don't hesitate to send me questions. You can Google my name to find out a lot about me and find my email address and contact information if you want to talk further about this. Otherwise, thank you, and thank you so much to Mindful, wonderful organization doing great work to get important messages out to the people.
Thank you for listening to this episode of 12-Minute Meditation from Mindful and mindful.org. I hope you enjoyed practicing with us. We'll be back in 7 days with another meditation for you.